Look at us up on Doc Rio TV. You know what time it is, folks. That's right. It's time for more Doc Rio TV. And today we're bringing you back to another episode. This is Nasu Chronicles, Book of Scrolls, episode 3. That's right, episode 3. I almost said that backwards. Another episode, You know, when you are working on projects and you are working on film projects that you are attempting to pitch, to propose to other people, it is a good idea to go over these things a few times. This is a Doc Rio tip right here. It's a good idea to go over them a few times. I mean, as a producer, I've read scripts more than 80 times just preparing them for production. You know, and that's just in development. That is before I've even read it more while we continue to go through whatever film it is. Whatever, if it's just let's say it's a music video and you just have a treatment for a music video. The treatment, I've read the treatment hundreds of times before we even get to the point of shooting it. Because I'm looking for everything that may actually cost money, that may change how we have to shoot it, anything that we may have to improvise in doing, and whatever locations, the people there, how many people there, the cost, the overall cost of the production is what's running through my mind as a producer. And when I look at every word on that paper, to me, represents some kind of cost. And people don't get that. Every word that you put into that actual script cost money when it's being produced. So this is why I keep going through everything that I do here and voice this out, not just because I want to get this kind of creation out to people, but like you, I want to be able to understand how to make this production work, make this a viable production that goes out there, and do it the best that I can, because you only really get one shot of putting it out. And I probably have 3 because I'm doing the book, I'm doing the screenplay. I'd like to get into putting in an AR, VR as well as video gaming. So I've got some ideas. I want to get these stories out there, and this is why I'm going over these every episode, every week. So that's to answer some of those questions. Now let's get into the story. This episode is called Eternity, and this represents a new character that's going to be revealed. Actually, this new character has already started to be revealed in the previous episode, but I'm going to give it to you a little bit more. Now, let me help you to understand this first. Rico is not known for going by the last name of Nasu. His legal name in terms of paperwork and government is Dawson. So his last name is Dawson. His first name is Rico Dawson. So if you see things that pop up out there, Rico Dawson, Rico Nasu, or you hear me say either one, it's the same person. Just know that there are times throughout this story, because we go back and forth through time, that I'll need to work out myself in the story and how to tell it so that you can understand it better. Now, let's keep going. Rico is about 17 years old, right? And in this, he's in high school, right? And he's at a party. He's trying to enjoy this party. He's a semi-local musician, you know. He's trying to enjoy his thing, you know. Yeah, there's a little taste of me in there. Semi-local musician there, and he plays in a band. And when he's playing in this band, he's out at a gig one night partying at this raging party. I mean, this party is like enormous. This is one of the biggest parties he's ever been to, and he doesn't even know why he's at it. This party is actually at the Pit. And it's really enormous for reasons he can't really fully understand, but you'll find out later. Now, while he's in the mixture of drugs and alcohol, he falls into this dream state. And he's in this dream state. He's kind of on X. He's kind of on mushrooms. He's on some weed. He's just really went for the gamut, except for he's not doing needles or anything up his nose. He's kind of went for the gamut of some natural with a little ecstasy in there. I guess that's a little heroin and a little cocaine speedball mixture. So he's twisted up in that. He dreams of Unterra Prime, a place he's never been. But you've just seen Unterra Prime in episode 2. So if you haven't read or listened to any of these, watched any of these videos, go ahead and start with episode 1, and that way you can catch up and see what's going on, because these are not self-contained stories. This is an episodic, as 1 hour show is more of an episodic than self-contained shows like half-hour series. So now at this party, and I'm looking down to see, while he's going through this, he's watching 2 men and a woman moving quickly through a wrecked vehicle. All right, that's right. It's the 2 people who saved, or who came and saved Pontu Nasu out of the wrecked vehicle once he landed on Unterra Prime. All right, and the vision starts, and what he sees, he looks down and he sees his hands. Now, mind you, he's watching the 2 people, right, from his viewpoint, and as he's watching the 2 people from his viewpoint, he looks down and he sees his own hands. And he doesn't know why he's seeing his own hands. But this is a vision he's having. So he's actually seeing it from another person's standpoint. Now, and then he motions to 2 other hooded men. And those 2 other hooded men come up. One has a mangled face. And one has deep red, dark eyes behind a cloak over his mouth. And they come up, they bow, and they walk off. No words are exchanged. Later on, you see that Rico wakes in fear. All right. Now, so I'm just giving you a little bit of that episode because I don't want to give you all of it. I'm leading into certain details, and I want you to ask more. I want you to wonder why these 2 men, these 3 men, are sending them off after Pontu and what's going on here. I haven't revealed everything to you yet, but there are these more voices start to come, and they start to beam down on Rico at the end of the story, and he starts to hear this echo, and it starts revealing these names, and it starts saying, Halal Nasu is your father. Halal Nasu is a Cambion. Halal Nasu is your father. Halal Nasu is a Cambion. And while he's hearing this, he's just echoing, and things are echoing against his head, and he can't take it anymore. As he sits up, he starts yelling out in his class. He screams out, "Stop!" And everything just stops for a second. The teacher asks if he's okay. The other kids are laughing. She's shushing them, trying to get him to calm down, as she's asking me if he's okay. And he gets scared and he runs out of the room. That's the end of episode 3. So I didn't reveal one part of it because I want that to be revealed in the echoes. There's a little bit more that's said in the echoes, and I want that to be revealed so that everybody gets to hear it all at the same time. It's a little twist to episode 3 that lets you know where Halal originally comes from, where Rico lineage begins. So, with that being said, this is Doc. Stay tuned for the Doc Reroll. I'm out of here. There it is. If you need to reach us on Facebook, it's at doc.rio, yeah. On Twitter at DocRioRants. On Instagram, the picture way. And every time I come, I'm here to stay. Snapping photos and get it right. It's at Doc Rio tonight. Say, on YouTube, you can't stop by Doc Rio TV. That's where you see me. That's where you see me. Hit us up on RioBucks.com. Yeah. Back to your regularly scheduled program now. Peace. I'm out.
Real TV.